Hello students, standard time, chapter number 4, linear equations in two variable. Right? So first of all we start with our chapter titles. What is the meaning of that? Linear equations in two variable. In your early standards in standard A, you learn about the linear equation. So here I represent how we can write the linear equation. Suppose I mention that 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. Is equal to 0 means this is in form of a equation form, right? This is in a equation form, right? In that, observe the variable is what? Variable is a x. Variable is a x, and that variable's highest power. Here is a phi is a constant term, or you can say with the constant term, whatever the variable of the equation, its raised to 0 power is always there. Because x raised to 0 is there, its value is a 1. So here if you write the phi into 1, so its value is always phi. So that's why here we are not mentioned with the variable, okay? Because phi raised to 1 is a phi, so that thing here we write is a phi only, okay? Now, as I told you, which equation we can say is a linear equation. So whenever in any equations a variable's highest power is a 1, then that equation is called a linear equation, right? So here variable is x and that x power is a 1. Whenever any power is not given, then there is a always 1 is there, right? So we can say in this two term, here variable is x and x greatest power is a 1. So you can say the degree of the equation is a 1. So whenever degree is equal to 1, then you can say this is a linear equation, right? But observe in that linear equation, here x is only one variable. So what we can say, that equation is what? Linear equation in one variable, right? Because only one variable is given, which is a x. So we can say linear equation is in a one variable, right? Now suppose I want to find out its solution. Its solution means what? Its variable's value. So how we can find out? If in that linear equation in one variable is given, then I want to find out that x variable value. Then how we can find out? Again I write that equation, x plus phi is equal to 0, right? X value we have to find out. So that another term we have to arrange in a right hand side. So plus phi is if it is goes to the right hand side, so it is become a minus phi, right? Because in equal to the right hand side, sign is changed. Now x value we have to find out. So that's why whatever the x multiple, or you can say whatever the x coefficient which is goes to the right hand side or equal to the other side, then it is become a denominator. So x value we get as a minus pi divided by 2, right? Now minus pi divided by 2 means what? Phi divided by 2 we have to take, right? Pi is division with 2, so 2 2s are 4, so we get the 1 is a remainder, right? Suppose I put here as a 0 because 1 is not divisible by 2, so here I have to put the decimal 1. And again 10 is divisible by 2, 2 5 is a 10, right? So we get the remainder as a 0. Means if you divide 5 by 2, then you get the 2.5. But here its value is what? Minus. So we get the minus 2.5 is a solution of given linear equation. X is equal to minus 2.5 is a solution of given linear equation. Or you can say x is equal to minus pi by 2 is a solution of given linear equation. How we can verify it? Here I check it out. See, x value if I put here in this one, here is a 2x plus phi is equal to 0 is our equation, right? Whatever x value, x is equal to minus pi by 2 or x is equal to minus 2.5. If you put out of any value, suppose I put this one, minus pi by 2, x value I put, whatever I get, that value I put here, right? I take the left hand side of the equation I take here, okay? Now x value I put there, then this 2 is cancel out, 2 cancel out, then what we get? Minus pi plus pi is equal to 0. This is our right hand side of the equation. So therefore we can say it is a satisfied, or you can say this is the solution of the given linear equation, right? And that equations you can represent on number line. Equation solution you can represent on number 2.5 comes in between -2 and -3, exactly midpoint of the -2 and -3. So this is the solution of the given linear equation. So remember that thing, whenever the linear equation in one variable is given, then we get only one solution. X value we get only one, right? And that its solution we can represent on a number line. Okay, so that statement you have to write in your notebook. To here, these all things you have to write in your notebook, and one another statement you have to write in your notebook, which is a linear equation. A linear equation. That thing you have to mention in one variable. In one variable has unique solution. Has unique solution. Unique solution means only one solution. Exactly one solution we get. X value we get exactly one value. Right? Exact -2 point only one value we get. Here I not get the x is equal to -2.5 or x is equal to 3. That way we are not getting a two value. Only one value we get. So we can say it is a unique solution of the given equation. Okay. Now this is about the one variable. Now in our chapter name is what? Into variable. So here we have to define in place of one variable we have to define our equation in terms of two variable. But this is a linear equation. We have to make a linear equation. So its power is always 1, or you can say degree is always 1, right? So suppose I want to write 2x plus 3y plus 5 is equal to 0. So that equation in which here are two variables. Which are the two variables? X is a variable and y is a variable, right? In which its both variables degree is 1. So degree is 1. So we can say it is a linear equation. And in two variable, so here we take the two variable x and y. So that is called the linear equation in two variable. In two variables. Right? Now, suppose I want to write the general form of that linear equation in two variable. Right? So how we can define? See, this 2 is called the coefficient of x. X multiple it is called the coefficient of x. Same way, the plus 3 is called the coefficient of y. And the last term is called the constant term. Right? So here I take the coefficient of x as a ax plus coefficient of y is a b. So dy it is there, and last term is a small c is equal to 0. So that is our standard form of, you can say general form of linear equation in two variable x and y is there. Here a, b and c. You can take any real value. A, b, c is you can take as a real numbers. See, I hope you already studying real numbers about the chapter number 1, right? Number system. Again I repeat, real number means what? Real numbers means what? In real numbers there are two type of number, which is first one is a rational numbers and second one is a irrational numbers. Right? Irrational numbers are what? √2, √3, √5. These all are irrational number. Pi is also irrational number. And suppose any number which are non-repeating and non-terminating, that type of number is called the irrational number. But in a rational number you can represent the integers which is represented by capital Z, in which 0, 1, 2, 3 all positive numbers, 0 and all negative numbers are in, right? Integers. And here is our fractional number. Fractional number is represented by in p by q form. P by q means what? 1 by 2, 5 by 2, -3 by 2, -3 by 5. This all type of number is called the fractional numbers. In integers you can represent positive integers and negative integers. Because here I had the negative integers and here I had the positive integers. From the positive integers you can represent the whole number and 0 and whole number. Whole number means here we have to write in positive numbers. Here we represent the whole number. Whole number means what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And from the whole number you can the number 1, 2, 3, this all number is called the natural numbers. Okay, so the table you have to remember that thing in which we can represent real number means what? Rational number as well as irrational number. So coefficient of x and y we can take as a rational number or irrational number. A, B and C value we can take any value of the rational or irrational. Okay, so now another thing, your A and B value are not equal to 0. A and B are not 0. Why we cannot take as a 0? Because suppose here you put the 0. So 0 into x, A value if you take the 0 plus by plus C is equal to 0. So 0 into x means that term is become a 0. Right? So our new equation is what? Dy plus C is equal to 0. So observing that equation, our variable is only one, which is a y. But what we represent? We represent the linear equation in two variables. Right? So for getting a two variables form, here A value and B value are we have to not take as a 0. Okay. So remember that thing you have to write in your notebook, linear equations in two variable. Okay, linear equation in two variable general form is what? Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where a, b and c are the real numbers and a and b are not 0. Okay, so I hope all of you clear with that linear equations in two variables. Okay, now where we have to represent its solution? Linear equations in two variables, where we, as we define linear equation in one variable, we represent its solution in number line. But linear equation in two variable solution, where we have to represent? So its answer is in a Cartesian plane. That thing we already learned in a chapter number 3. How do we have to plot any point on a Cartesian plane, right? So the solution of the linear pair equation in the two variables we have to represent on a Cartesian plane. Okay. Now another thing. What is the solution of linear pair equation in a two variable? Suppose I take one of the examples, so you clear with that. 2x plus 3y is equal to 12. Here I write the one of the linear equation in two variable, right? Two variable is what? X and y. Here a is 2, b is 3, and equal to 12. Here I write, if you take in the left hand side, there is a minus 1. So c value is a minus 1. You can also write that way also. Okay. Now, its solution we have to find out. It means what? In what value of x and y we get the 12. So suppose I take the one of the example. Suppose I take the, if I take the x is equal to 2 and y is equal to, x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2. If I take x value as a 3 here in that equation and y is equal to 2 here, so what we get? If I take the left hand side of the equation, which is a 2x plus 3y, right, in which I take the x value as a 3 and y value as a 2. In place of y, we have to put as a 2. So 2 3s are 6 plus 3 2s are 6. So what we get? 6 plus 6, 12, which is our equation's right hand side. So it is satisfied the equation. So we can say this is the solution of the given pair of given linear equations. Right, because it is satisfied that thing, so it is a solution. So how we can write that solution? We have to write in a point form, as we mentioned in the chapter number 3. First we write x coordinate, then we write the y coordinate. So whatever the x value we have to write as a 3, and second value we have to write the y coordinate value as a 2. So 3 2 is a solution of the given linear equation in a two variable, and that 3 2 value or 3 2 point we have to plot on a graph. Okay, now see another thing. This is one of the solution, right? Another solution we can also define. How? Suppose I take the x is equal to 0. Suppose I take the x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 4. Y is equal to 4. So in left hand side of the equation, whenever we write in place of x, we have to put as a 0. In place of y, we have to put as a 4. Right? So here it is 2 into 0 is become a 0. 3 4s are 12. So 0 plus 12 is what? 12. So that one is also satisfied. So another solution we get as a what? 0 4. Right? Next, these are y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0. Right? So in that case, x value I have to put here 6 and y value I have to put a 0. Right? So what we get? 2 6 are 12 and here I get the 3 into 0 is a 0. 12 plus 0 is a 12. So right hand side we get of the equation. So it means what? That x 6 0 is also a solution of the given equation. Same way you can find out the more solutions, right? Here I give for the example purpose, here I write the 3 solutions. Infinite many solutions is possible. Okay, not only one solution. In a one variable we get the only x value is only one value we get. It is a unique solution. But in a linear equation in 2 variable we get the infinite many solutions. Remember that thing. And this all solutions you can represent on a Cartesian plane. And if you join all these points, then you get the graph of the linear equation in 2 variable. And graph of the linear equation in a 2 variable is what? It is always straight line. Okay. So remember that thing. We have to also plot the graph in our exercise. That thing we later on discuss. But right now you have to also write here in your notebook. That thing, all these things you have to mention, and after that here you have to mention a point. A linear equation in 2 variable. A linear equation in 2 variables has how many solutions? Infinite many solutions. Infinite many solutions. Okay. So remember that thing. Now we start our exercise 4.1. Okay, that main portion you have to write that 2 points which you have to mention because 1 mark question comes from here, and this is that regarding sums you have to solve in our exercise also. That equations regarding. Okay. Now see the question. The cost of a notebook, one notebook cost is given. Regarding data is given. The cost of a notebook is twice the cost of a pen. So notebook price is notebook cost is greater compared to the cost of a pen. Why? Because they mention the cost of notebook is twice the cost of a pen. So cost of the pens twice if you take, 2 times if you take, then you get the cost of a notebook. Right? Clear? Now write a linear equation. So that statements linear equation we have to mention in which form? In a 2 variable to represent this statement. Okay. So we have to make the given statements linear equation in a 2 variable form. They said in a question they give, take the cost of a notebook to be rupees X. Right? So we have to take the cost of a notebook. One notebook cost is X rupees, and that of a pen is to be rupees Y. One pen cost is rupees Y. Right? So here I represent that thing. Let the cost of a notebook be rupees X rupees, and the cost of a pen as per the given question be rupees 1. Right? One notebook cost is X, one pen's cost is Y rupees. Now read the question. They mention as per the question, here we define as per question we can represent the cost of a notebook. Here I represent cost of a notebook is equal to is what? Twice. Whose twice? Cost of a pen's twice. So twice means what? 2 times. And here we have to write the cost of a pen. Right? Now cost of a notebook in that question what we take? Cost of a notebook is what? X. So I put that thing here. Cost of a notebook is X, and it is what? 2 times. What? 2 times cost of a pen. Observe, cost of a pen is what? Y. Right? So it is a Y. So it means what? X is equal to 2 into Y means what? 2Y. Now if I want to write in a general form, so plus 2y we have to take in a left hand side. So whenever any terms you take in a equal to other side, then its sign is changed. Here is a plus sign. If any sign is not given, then it is a plus sign. If that term you take in a equal to other side, so it is become a sign is changed means what? Plus sign, then it is become a minus. if here is a minus sign, then it is become a plus sign, right? So here we get the x minus 2y is equal to 0. So that is our linear equations in two variable. So they already mentioned, write a linear equation in two variable, right, to represent the statement. So here we have to mention our answer in a statement form. Required linear equation in two variable is which one? X minus 2y is equal to 0. Okay, so that is our answer. So I hope all of you clear with that. Now we have to solve the question number 2. Question number 2. In exercise 4.1, question number 2 we have to solve. So question 2 is said express the following linear equation, linear equations in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, in that form, and indicate the value of a, b and c in each case. Okay, so first case here I represent. First is 2x plus 3y is equal to 9.35 bar. This is the first case. Second case here I represent x minus y by 5 minus 10 is equal to 0. Same way here I represent another cases which we have to reform in a ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 form. Right, so third one, minus 2x plus 3y is equal to 6. Fourth one, x is equal to 3y. Then after, fifth one, 2x is equal to minus 5y. Sixth one, 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. Seventh one, which is a y minus 2 is equal to 0. And eighth one, which is a 5 is equal to 2x. Okay, now see the question. So question is given, we have to express the following linear equation. So all these are the linear equation is given. We have to express in which form? In that form. In that form we have to represent, and we have to also indicate the a, b and c value in each all cases. Okay, so now first of all, as I told you here, linear equations they want to form in this form. So in this form, right hand side they require equal to right hand side, it is a 0. So whatever the equal to right hand side, whatever the term, we have to take in the left hand side. Left hand side of the equal to left hand side. Okay, so here you can observe the first question. 2x plus 3y is equal to 9.35 bar. So that 9.35 bar we have to take equal to left hand side, and the 9.3 bar right hand side sign is a plus. So as I told you, whenever that term or that number if you take in the left hand side of equal, then its sign is a change. So what we can say, here 2x is there already, plus 3y is there, and here plus 9.35 bar it's become a minus 9.35 bar, and equal to right hand side. Now right now any terms in here, so we can say it is a 0. Okay, now as here is mentioned, observe ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 form we have to write. So here all plus sign is there. Here is also, here is a x plus by plus c. So that number here is a minus sign. So that term we can write 2x plus 3y plus, here we can write that way, minus 9.35 bar in bracket is equal to 0. Okay, here x coefficient is 2 in the given question. So I can also mention that way. in a bracket form. So you can clear with that. And y coefficient is 3. Here is a plus sign, so here is a plus. Y coefficient is 3. And as it is I write in bracket. And that's one. Plus minus is minus only, right? So that's why we can represent in form. Now that form we have to compare with, as per the question, we have to compare with this form. Compare with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So if you compare with that one, then you get the a, b and c value, right? So for question is what? Whatever the linear equation is given, we have to form in this form. So that linear equation I form in that form. Ax plus by plus c. After that we have to compare that, right? So x coefficient is a. So here is a x coefficient is what? 2. X coefficient is 2. So it means what? A is equal to 2. A is equal to 2. Now in the general form, b coefficient, y coefficient is b. In a given equation, y coefficient is what? 3. So we can say b is equal to what? B value is what? 3. B is equal to 3. And last, this is a constant term. This is a constant term. After plus sign, whatever the number, it is a c value. So c value is what? Minus 9.351. Okay. So both questions we find. First question, in the first question they mention form the given linear equation in that form. So given linear equation we form in a ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. After that we indicate the a, b and c value after comparing with this general form. Okay. So same way we have to do same process on all these questions. But sometimes they may give the coefficient of variables as a rational form or irrational form or irrational numbers, right? So we have to arrange that now. See, if I want to write that equations in that form, so how we can write? So first of all is ax. So ax means what? X coefficient here is a 1. If any number is not given, then x coefficient is 1, right? Here is a minus sign, here is a plus sign. So here I can write the plus sign. Here I can write the plus sign. Now here minus y by 5 you can write minus y by. If you multiply inside the bracket, so plus minus which is given and y by 5 is there. Now that number I can write that way, plus into minus 10. Plus minus there is a minus, right? So we get the same minus 10 and right hand side equal to is there. Okay. Now here in equation, in whatever the form in which y is variable we have to represent in a b form. So y variable we have to write. So y is coefficient, how we can write? What is the meaning of that? Minus y by 5 meaning is what? That thing we can write as a minus 1 by 5 into y. Minus 1 by 5 into y. How you get? If you multiply 1 into y, both numerator, so what you get? 1 into y and denominator is only 5. Then what you get? 1 into y is what? Only y divided by 5. So see, minus y by 5 you get. Okay, so we can rewrite that term. Minus y by 5 is what? Minus 1 by 5 into y. Okay, so here I represent that term. Here 1 into x plus sign is easy. But as I told you, that term we can write minus 1 by 5 into y plus minus 10 is equal to 0. Right. So we can say the given linear equations we reform in form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Now we have to compare with general form. Which is what? Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. From that we have to write the a, b and c value. Now compare both one. So x coefficient is a and in given equation x coefficient is 1. So we can say a is equal to 1. Now plus sign is here, plus sign is here. Y coefficient is b, here y coefficient is minus 1 by 5. So we can say b value is what? Minus 1 by 5. And plus sign is here, plus sign is here. C value is last, so C value is minus 10. C value is a minus 10. So that way we can indicate the value of A, B and C of the given equation. Right? So same way we have to solve. So in question number 3, for form of this form, of equation, here right hand side we required equal to 0 now. So plus 6 we take in left hand side of the equal to. So its sign is changed. Plus 6 sign is given. So it is become a minus 6 sign. Right. Here x coefficient is minus 2. So I write in a bracket minus 2 into x. Okay. Plus that number I write is 3 into 1. And plus 6 is comes to the left hand side. So it is become a minus 6 is equal to 0. Okay. Now minus 6 I can rewrite plus into minus 6. So that equation is what? Minus 2 into x plus 3 into y and plus here minus 6 is equal to 0. So given equation we reform in that form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Now we have to compare with general form. Compare with that general form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So x coefficient is a. Here x coefficient is minus 2. So a is equal to what? Whatever the x multiple, this is called the a. A's multiple is what? A is equal to what? A is equal to minus 2. Now observe y coefficient is b. In that given equation y coefficient is 3. So we can say b value is what? B is equal to 3. And c is the last term. Here is a constant term. C value is what? C is a minus 6. Right? So that way you can represent indicate the a, b and c value. Okay? Now fourth one, x is equal to 3y. So as I told you, for in form of that equal to the right hand side, we require a 0. So whatever the equal to right hand side, that term I have to take in a left hand side. Okay, so we get the right hand side as a 0. So that equation I can represent. Here is a, if any sign is not given, then is a plus sign. If I take that term on equal to left hand side, so its sign is changed. So it is become a x is there minus 3y is equal to 0. Right? But that equation we have to form in that form means here is a 3 terms. In these 3 terms, first term is a x variable regarding term, second term is a y regarding term, and third is a constant term. Observe here, x regarding term is there, y regarding term is there, but constant term is not given. Right? So what we have to put? If any term is missing, then we have to put as a 0. If suppose variable term is missing, then we have to put that term with the multiple of 0. Right? So here we can rewrite that equation. X, here minus 3 means what? Plus into minus 3 into y. Right? We can write because plus minus minus. So minus 3 into y. Plus whatever the third term is not given, we write as a 0. Okay? And is equal to 0. So now we can say that equation we can rewrite in form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Now whatever the x multiple is not given, then always there is a 1. Okay. So now we have to compare with the general form. Compare with the general form of our linear equation in two variable ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Compare both equations. So x coefficient is here is 1, x coefficient is a. So what we get? We get the a is equal to 1. Now compare it. Y coefficient is minus 3, y coefficient is b. So b is equal to what? b is equal to minus 3. And last c is equal to here is a 0. Right? So that way we can get the a, b and c. Okay. Same way, see the question number 5. Here this one is the fifth one. 2x is equal to minus 5. So as I told you, for that form in equal to the right hand side we required 0. So that term we have to take in equal to the left hand side. So here is a minus sign. So that term sign in a left hand side become a plus. Okay. So that 2 into x means what? 2 in bracket into x minus 5y is comes to the left hand side. So plus 5 into y is equal to 0. Right? Now, as I told you here, in that form we require, so in that form we require 3 terms. But x and y regarding term is here. But third term is not there. So we have to add with the 0. So 2x plus 5 into y plus 0 as the last term is equal to 0. Right? Clear? It is very simple. Just they said equation we have to form in this form. In this form we require three terms. So if any term is missing, so we have to write that with the 0. Okay. Now we have to compare with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So here x coefficient is a. In a given equation, x coefficient is 2. So what we can say, a is equal to 2. Here y coefficient is 5. Here y coefficient is b. So we can say that b is equal to 5 after comparing them, and c value is 0. So this is our a, b, and c. Okay. Now question number 6. Observe here. In that equation, we have to form in that form. So in that form, right hand side equal to 0. So that is already given. But in left hand side, there we require a three terms. So in that three terms, here is in a given question, only two term is given. So which term is missing? Here x regarding term is given. Last term, constant term is given, but y regarding term is not given. Y regarding term is not given. So as I told you, whatever the term is not given, we have to write with the multiple of 0. Right? So y regarding term is not given, so we have to write with the multiple of 0. So we can write that equation in form of 3 into x plus, right, 0 into y, because this is a missing term. 0 into y is not given, right? If you multiply it, so you get the 0, and the last term is given, plus 2 is equal to 0. What is the meaning of that? 3x, and that 0 into y means 0, plus 2 is equal to 0. So 3x plus 2, which is given, that equation we can write. Okay? Why we get 0 into y? Because they said given equation you have to form in that form. So in that form, for indicating of that, we require variable y with the 0. Right? Now, what is the meaning of that? Means this is in a form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Now we have to indicate this a, b, and c value. So compare with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So a value is what? X coefficient is a value. So in a given equation, a value is a 3. X coefficient is given 3. So a value is a 3. Now b is a y coefficient. So in a given equation, y coefficient is what? 0. So we get the b is equal to 0. And the last term is a c, is a constant term. So c is equal to 2. So this is our indication of a, b, and c. Okay. Now same way, see the question number 7. Y minus 2 is equal to 0. But they said in the form we require equation. So what you can observe here, if right hand side equal to 0 is given. Here is also given in a question. But in the left hand side there we require in the three terms. So here they give the only two terms. So which term is missing? X regarding term is not given in our question. X regarding term is not given in our question. So as I told you, whatever the missing term, that term you have to write multiple of 0. So we can write here 0 into x plus y means what? Y means what? 1 into y we can write, because any number is not given. So there is always 1 is there. And its sign is plus is given. So that's why here I put as a plus 1 into y. And this number I can rewrite plus into minus 2 is equal to 0. Because plus minus there is a minus and as a 2 as it is. Right? So we can say the given equation now we can rewrite as in form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 form. Right? Now we have to compare with our general form. So compare with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So x coefficient here in general form is a in given equation, which is a 0. So a is equal to 0. Here y coefficient is b. Here y coefficient is 1. So b is equal to 1. And the last, which is a c, which is a minus 2. Right? So that way we can indicate the a, b, and c value. Now next, here 5 is equal to 2x is given. This is important. Why? Because see, here as I told you, we have to require right hand side is equal to 0. So whatever the right hand side term, we have to take in a equal to left hand side. So as I told you, its sign is given plus, so it is become a minus sign. Right? Minus 2x. And this is called a plus 5 is equal to right hand side. Now it is a 0. Okay, right hand side we required equal to 0, so equal to 0 we represent. But in left hand side we required 3 terms. In that one we get the only 2 terms. So after comparing that, which term is missing? We can say y term is missing. Right? So whatever the missing term, we have to write with the coefficient as a 0. So here we can write this minus 2x, we can write minus 2 into x. Here, as I told you, y term is missing, so plus 0 into y, and plus 5 is there, so plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, now we have to compare the general form, so we get the a, b and c value. So compare with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So in general form, x coefficient is called a. In a given equation, x coefficient is minus 2. So we can say a is equal to minus 2. Right? Now, in general form, y coefficient is b. In the given equation, y coefficient is 0. So b value is what? 0. And the last term, it is called constant term. C value, we can say is a. Okay. So that way you get the you can get any linear equation in form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, and after that whatever the equation you get, you have to compare with that general form. So you get the a, b and c